outletter store in Woodbury Commons. We're next to we're in between Ann Taylor and the DSW Designer Shoe Warehouse. We recreated the SummerStage in Central Park. That's what we're doing. It's a Duluth trade and warehouse. I want to get the name right because they're sponsoring. It should be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Have fun out there, man.
What?
Have fun out there. Enjoy yourself.
What the fuck does that mean? I'm a f***ing professional. Put the camera down and
It's really an amazing fucking lineup. And nobody on the bill could make it, but I was able to walk through the park, and there's some buskers that are just...
So how'd your first show in Central Park go?
I mean, it's iconic. It's the park. What do you want to say? But, you know, I was thinking like, oh, because it's so open, like how's the acoustics going to be or whatever, but it was pretty good. And you don't get to feel intimate with, you think like, I don't know, 4,000 people, 5,000 people or whatever's here, but it's like, actually you've been here. Like the trees, it makes like a natural, you know, it's like an auditorium naturally. I feel like in the Greek, you know, when they go to like Rome, like the Colosseums and stuff. I understand the Colosseum now because it is outside, but it's a good venue. We got to bring back the Colosseum right here in fucking Central Park, I guess.
It's not my first time performing in a park, but it never gets less awkward.
I don't spend any time in Central Park at all. I used to walk through once in a while to go home, but this is definitely my first time doing any type of entertainment, quote unquote, here. So again, hopefully it goes well. I'm never overconfident, but I feel comfortable. When I found out I only going to do 10 minutes, I'm like, you know, I can't do 10 minutes. I should be drummed out of fucking show business.
Was I the only one having a Borat summer?
That was unreal, huh? Is this soaking wet? What's that? Soaking wet? Oh yeah. That's literally? Oh yeah, this is just me. Yeah, a little bit of water before and then also... Still. God bless. I was recruited. I did my best.
Bra is real though.
That's from a real broad I met.
Is this your first time performing in a park?
Yeah. Yes. No. In Kansas City, Spirit Fest, sometime in the late mid-90s. Less famous park. It's the most famous park, I think.
Yeah, same. I've done a lot of park gigs that not many people. It's not that people were attending a gig there. They just I was happened to be performing there while they were in town.
I was on a date. I was on a blanket.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I was performing. Where do you think I got this from?
So I went to the White House. I was part of this thing called the Creative Coalition where we were advocating for, because you can't say lobby because that's against the law. Mm-hmm. So we were advocating for arts funding. And we went around, it was great.
Yeah.
And,
I always say, fund the arts, don't give it to the Sacklers. Seriously, fuck those people. So that's up there somewhere, 90th some. I think they're out of there now, but yeah.
I feel a little...
Oh, you love the Sacklers. I forgot. They're family friends. They're family friends.
Here's the thing.
They give you a great deal on that brownstone.
Yep. I had to dismantle the laboratory downstairs, but yeah.
That is true. They're hands-on. Yeah. They are hands-on.
Because they make it themselves. Exactly. Yeah, they saw Breaking Bad and went, here's a business model.
I thought it was Absent-Minded Professor. They were trying to make flubber. And then they were like, "Oh, fuck it. Well, let's just ruin people's lives."
It was initially it was initially flubber, right? The flubber worked too well.
Yep.
And
three Bs. So that's how Disney got out of the lawsuit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they were responsible for the Hot Air Balloon Festival in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Gorgeous.
Because of flubber. I mean, is there nobody under the age of 60 is gonna know what the fuck? I mean,
Robin Williams did. Nobody knows who Robin Williams is. Under a certain age. No, that's not a joke. That's sad. I'm not. That's. Yeah. My reference levels are
this country's greatest Aladdin.
That's true.
That's true.
or Genie?
Gene. Well, it's like the Frankenstein thing. The monster, the doctor's name is Frankenstein.
Who's your Wonka, though? Who's your go-to Wonka? Let's bring it back here.
No, I'm going to get my
Gene
beer.
Wilder.
All right.
Mine's the guy from The Bear. Okay.
The guy from The Bear is your
Yeah,
Wonka?
Jeremy Allen White looks a lot like Gene Wilder. I'm not the first to say this or notice this. You don't think so? He does, right?
I never, okay. Because I don't think Gene Wilder was ever thought of as particularly hot and sexy, whereas...
Agree to disagree.
Okay, all right, you're right.
I know a sheep.
Bob and I once wrote a sketch that started with like a Entertainment Tonight thing, whatever, back when that was a thing, that just started with, things for Gene Wilder just keep getting worse.
I told David to bring me up as Bob Odenkirk, so we'll see how they feel.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, anybody here or seen a little show called Breaking Bad? Okay. How about Better Call Saul? How about Mr. Show? Good shows. Good shows. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Bob Odenkirk.
You idiots! You thought he was here? Look at you! Now it's time for me to dig myself out of a pretty big hole. How are you guys doing over there in the VIP section? That's nice. Too good to sit with the Irish in steerage, I see.
And what's the major difference, indoor-outdoor comedy?
Outdoor comedy is there's more distractions. Indoor comedy, everyone focuses on you, but outdoor comedy, they're looking. Should I be looking at you or the camera, by the way? I asked 10 minutes in.
Oh, either way.
Okay. I'm doing both, so I'm probably really uncomfortable right now. I would say outdoor comedy has a lot of distractions and a lot of noise, but this seems to be pretty well set up for performances. So I'm sure that this will be fine. It's a place where they just fucking set up in a field somewhere. Like I've done Gathering of the Juggalos twice, and you're going on at 2 a.m. and doing an hour, so nothing outdoors will ever, fucking St. Louis during the BLM riots would have been easier than that was a rough gig. But they were nice. The Juggalos were actually surprisingly nice. But nothing outdoors bothers you after that. People are sitting on bales of hay and they're stoned and they're drunk and they're yelling whoop whoop. But they were great, so let's hope. I've never actually done stand-up here. It's nice to be here. I've spent a lot of time here living in New York. I have a lot of great memories. About 8 years ago, I did poppers and got blown by a local weatherman behind that tree.
How do you think it went?
I said they don't want to get a closing soundbite.
So no soundbite?
Jim.
Good night, guys.
No.
How do you think it went?
It was good. I mean, they were nice. For an outdoor audience, they were really nice. They were patient. You didn't feel like you had to rush through pauses. You didn't feel like you had to beat them over the head to get them to listen. And am I supposed to keep looking straight or just follow you?
You know what? He asked for a closing comment. I said, no, I'm not going to do one.
Okay.
And then you came out and I just put you.
I don't blame you. And by the way, this shows you my eagerness and fucking lack of career. Though, like, this is a camera. Look,
No,
you never know. A
forced you in
talent
there. That's not
talent
true.
scout could be watching.
I moved you.